And not just the council members, Mr. Chairman, our whole community. These people who come and give up their valuable time to come and beg us to put conditions in that will mitigate impacts. It's not their job to have to do that, but they care that much about their community that they give up their precious time to come and say, mitigate our impacts, put in conditions. This county should step up and follow its own county code and make sure applications are complete. Make sure the analysis is done. Make sure the mitigation is already ferreted out and the conditions that are placed on this through the Planning Commission meet all the necessary mitigation so that when it comes to the council, we're not doing their work, and neither is the community. You know, and neither is the huge division. What if we'd had an analysis saying, you know what, Makena Beach, we're going to improve Makena Beach because our project, along with Wailea 670, is going to bring another 3,000 people down to that beach. And the capacity of that beach right now is 2,500. So as part of our mitigation for our impact, we're going to build another parking lot. And we're going to give a buffer zone. We're going to mitigate our impacts. How do you think that would make these people feel that have fear that their beloved Makena Beach is going to be destroyed? It's because the assessment was never done and the impacts were never mitigated. So it leaves everybody up in the air about what's happening, how's this going to turn out? That's not smart growth. And it's not smart decision making. So here we are with a 10-year-old application with 4-year-old conditions, some upgraded, under great duress for all of us here. Because we got a call for the question. So Makena is now going to be privatized. Community plan doesn't say anything about, segregating our community. In fact, it says integrate the community. Secondary impacts calls for socioeconomic analysis. You know what the social impacts this will have to our community, to our younger generation? When they're going to see more and more of the haves against the have-nots. More and more segregation of them from their INA. 2 private golf courses. Private golf courses that have cultural sites on them. So you need to be a member now to be able to see these cultural sites. Or you need to be special to get permission to go visit these sites. Is that the way we preserve the antiquity of ancient Hawaii as landscape features? I don't think so. Private beach club. No more hotel. In fact, no more lobby, no more restaurant, no more nothing for the public. It's all going to be private. 700 plus acres, privatized, exclusively for the ultra wealthy. Whose plan is that? It's not our community plan. It's not our general plan. I don't think it's this council's plan. It's the landowner and the investor's plan to get the highest and best use, which translates to the highest and best profit. Never mind what the impact is to the community, to the social impacts that this will bring to the local community of Maui. Oh yeah, we got a great beach access down at Kealani. We can go access that beach. If you can squeeze in between the umbrellas and the lounge chairs that are lined up bumper to bumper for the resort's guests. Locals don't want to go to a beach like that. That beach is no longer a local beach. Where's the protection for Makena Beach? I don't see any protection in here at all. We did add in a condition that would force the landowner to develop a plan for state park in conjunction with park users. Hopefully, I hope greatly that will mitigate or allow the people of Maui County and the users of that treasured jewel to have input in how that park is developed. You know, on the other hand, and those of you in the audience who belong to SaveMakena.org, you're going to be part of this. And I think you better, see to it that Mr. Dowling gives some sewage lines down there and some water lines down there as he expands out Makena Resort, so that people have adequate comfort stations that this jewel of a beach deserves, because you're going to need it. There are going to be more and more people down there. So, Mr. Chairman, I sympathize with jobs. We don't have any guarantee that any jobs are going to happen out of this for a year. If he does a SMA tomorrow, it's another 6 months before that happens. And then he told us the other night that it would be another 6 months after that. Well, even if it is just 6 months, it isn't immediate. And, we can't build and build and build and build to the top of Haleakala to keep the construction industry working, especially those that are coming from Oahu. It's not a sustainable industry, not at breakneck speed. You just got to face the fact that we grew at an accelerated rate, which meant we needed more construction workers. So now we're trying to level off to some kind of, realistic level. I mean, maybe we're a little down in the tanker now, but when it comes back up, I hope it doesn't go zooming back up to an unsustainable accelerated rate. Our infrastructure can't handle it. Government services can't handle it. Our planning department can't handle it. Our public works department can't handle it.